Chase Lee Hockey here. Blue Futon, I told you I'd be a second movie tonight. I don't know what that was. This one is Napoleon. Ridley Scott movie, about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I've been seeing some people saying it's like a good movie. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. I'd say it's above average movie for sure. It's interesting because it's a movie you feel the runtime, but you don't want to look at your clock, if you know what I mean. Like, there's some movies where you're like, okay, let's look at the clock, see what time it is. Oh my God, I still have an hour left here. I was more interested in the story, what was happening next. So as a person who did complain about next goal wins, about inaccuracies, I don't know the accuracies of this movie. It's probably not accurate whatsoever. So I can understand some history buffs being like, that's wrong. And I can't really fault them for it, for that aspect of it. But what you get with Ridley Scott is scope, scale, and just magnitude. It was very interesting because you could tell a lot of it was not CGI. And when it was CGI, it was very noticeable. For example, in Moscow, you're like, okay, I can see those backgrounds. But then when they're fighting, and you see the scale of these people moving, and if you just look in the distance, you're like, that is not CGI. And it's rows of people. This reminds me of like the old Ben-Hur's, where you have the thousands of extras, and it felt like this was the way for Napoleon. I can see where the $200 million went for sure. The scope, scale, interesting. And I would say the chemistry between Vanessa Kirby and Joaquin Phoenix was strangely uncomfortable. I didn't know it was a love-hate relationship, if they actually loved each other. And I think these love notes, if they were the real notes between Josephine and Napoleon, it does put a little bit of gravitas or layering to the relationship. The battle scenes, fantastic. Like I said, it is a long movie. Oh no, where did my lights go? Where did my lights go? I'm so scared. Anyway, overall, I like the film. It is long. I expected a little bit more action and maybe a little bit more oomph to the story. But I think it does its job well enough. Chase Lee here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. I want nothing Butantopia. You Buton, have a great day. Oh, I have no idea what that was, but thank you for watching. Gosh dang it. I want to burp or something.